responsibility. And my mother made the difficult decision, Ed, that for her boys to grow up and have a better life, she had to make a change. She had to get us out of that environment so she could raise us the way she thought we should be raised. And I didn't understand, Ed, what was going on, this idea of finding your purpose in life. And I truly believe in the Mark Twain quote, the two most important days in your life is the day you're born, and the second is when you know why. I didn't understand that my mother was trying to answer that question, but she made the difficult decision to move to Indianapolis, Indiana, where she had a brother, and said, I want to create a better life for my kids. And so she made that difficult decision. And I must tell you, at 10 years old, I was not in favor of this move. I still wanted to hang out with my dad. I wanted to be around my cousins. And I'm sure we did not make it easy for her. But she was very focused. She had really answered that question, why am I placed on this earth? And it was to raise and create an environment for these 4 little boys that they could have a better life.
Wow.
So we moved. Her first job was cleaning motel rooms. Now, Ed, this is motel with an N, not hotels with an H. There's no spa.
I got the picture.
No in-room dining. I think you know what I'm talking about. You pull your car up and your door is right there, and it's one level, and you go in, and that's what you do.
Well, I think it's important also to point out that I was right across from the Indiana State Fairgrounds.
That's right.
That's taking a motel to a whole other level too.
That's exactly right. And the people that came there, there's something about people going to motels. They treat it like they would not treat their own home. But I learned some very valuable lessons. So my mother was cleaning motel rooms for 3 years. That was her first job in Indianapolis. And Ed, she graduated to become a high school janitor, and she did that for 35 years. And now she's still with us. She's happily retired, and she gets to go around the country visiting her grandchildren. But for 3 years, every weekend, Ed, because she couldn't afford babysitters, because during the week we were all in school. But on the weekends, we would go help her clean these motel rooms. Now, at first, we would just sit there, stay out of her way. But as we got older, she said, you know what, I've got free labor here. I got to put these boys to work. But Ed, I learned some very, very, very important lessons. Hard work, commitment, attitude, and effort matters. Although people did not always treat my mom with great respect, she never allowed that to impact her outlook and her approach. And I learned about family. And while I didn't know I was learning this, I was learning about living a life of purpose, living a life that makes a difference, living a life that's not about you, about someone else. I didn't know I was learning that lesson, but I was certainly learning that. And that's that journey.